Hello, Nigerians, sons and daughters of Lord Lugard. Thank you for joining us once again. And from the north, their usual vituperations, and of course, their threat has been released by Galadima. I know most of you know Galadima, right? You can see him over my screen over there.
When we teach them lesson,
And that's
when they can't get when they can't get what they've bargained for.
He has said that Tinubu has priced, and who price must pay. I mean, we have gotten to that stage whereby our northern politicians will begin to use confraternity slangs and jargons just to recover power. Galadima said that Tinubu has bargained and he will be taught a hard lesson because Tinubu has shown to be a bigot. Tinubu has dared to change the status quo that no southern president has tried to do. All right? And they have said that they will do everything, come what may, that Tinubu will be sent back not to Bordelon, but Iragbiji in Osun State. While I agree with some of his, statements, but one thing is clear. If they're not really, truly want to send Tinubu away, at this moment, as a matter of urgency, they must begin to show their humility, their support, okay, for a person who is equally, deserving in the South. And who is this person? I believe you and I will know this person, Obi, all right? But the same Galadima, all right, as in the past said that an Igbo man cannot become the president because the burning issue of the Biafran war has not been cooled down. I don't know where his threat will get to. But one thing I can guarantee him, just in case Galadima is listening, well, Galadima, your ranting will not go beyond the four walls of that studio that you were. This is not a threat, it's just a response to you, Galadima. Because we have seen the tactics, the gimmicks the North have always used against us in the South. How the North have used our division to suppress and what? To humble us over the years. How the North have used religion and language to tame the Middle Belters. And most importantly, how the Northerners have always been in bed with the colonial masters. To this very day, we know Nigeria is still under what we call neo-colonialism. We know. Okay? We know that if the South wants to go out, we all know that the North will run to their colonial masters. Yes, we know that they will run there and those guys will give them that support. I mean, we've seen it in several locations. The Biafran were not the first that came out to say they wanted to go. It was this Ogoni man in River State who was killed by, I think he was killed by Babangida, if I'm not mistaken, not Babangida or Abacha. So before we now had the issue of Biafra, we know what they did with Biafrans. So the issue is North. At this time, una self the price. The North themselves are pricing. Yes, they are pricing us. Forget the fact that we are not united in the South. Forget it. Okay? We have critical thinking, abilities, and capacity. You guys think you can ride on our division and then use that as a way or as a scheme to threaten us. That if we must kick out Tinubu, that it's only a northerner. I mean, I've been seeing them parroting this nonsense. And to my surprise, I saw a southerner, Kanayo, the last time, saying such nonsense, saying that it is only a northerner that can push out Tinubu in a country that we know that we have a very large difference. There's this wide gap of North and South dichotomy. Oh, have we all forgotten? So Kanayo all of a sudden now, a man who said he believes that it is the turn of the South. That was why he supported. But here we are in 2027. He wants to tell us that it is no longer the turn of the South. He left Obi. He didn't go back to, if he had gone back to Tinubu, would have said, okay, I mean, still with the Southern people. He now went to Atiku. Atiku has had a lifelong ambition to probably go into Aso Rock to uproot whatever he has buried there. Who knows? Who knows? So we as the South are waiting and watching. But let me walk you guys through how the North by 2027 will, of course, be dismantled, be destroyed if they know that they want to be this self-serving, this egocentric attitude that they think they have, that they are all knowing. Nobody is above them, nobody is at par with them in Nigerian politics. Let me tell you what's going to happen. We all saw what Bayo Onanuga has been doing recently. One of the media aide of Tinubu, who has been mocking Atiku and asking Atiku how for how market. All right? We all saw how Tinubu has been able to finance Kaduna's governors. The Kaduna governor who is now focusing on Southern Kaduna. I will tell you that Tinubu will even get more votes in Southern Kaduna this time around than Atiku. The last time it was who? It was Peter Obi that won the election in Southern Kaduna. This time, the only thing that will make Peter Obi win the election once again is if the North, before the end of August and September, if they come out in their unison, okay, they always have different form of association. There's Northern League of Senators. We have the Arewa group. I mean, they have all this. Then we have the Islamic, Northern Islamic, whatever the nomenclature they want to give themselves. They all have to come, okay, in unison. They must all say that, okay, our consensus candidate is a Southerner and he is Peter Obi. And we are ready to see. That is when Tinubu will be afraid. But all this gallivanting, right? Trying to rile up the politics, saying all nonsensical statements here and there. Galadima can speak good English now. So he just speaking what I don't even know. My brother, Baba Galadima, forget it. Oh, you should go and tell Kwankwaso, okay? Kwankwaso should maybe go and deputize Obi. And Kwankwaso should come out and steady declare that, okay, I support Peter Obi for the next presidency. There's nothing actually hard about this. No matter how we say we don't like Tinubu, there's one thing Tinubu knows and understands perfectly. Okay? And that is why we must even respect him, by the way. Tinubu understands the tribal lines in this country. He understands it clearly. And that is what he's using. We all know that Tinubu's campaign by 2026 into 2027 will be the Southern agenda. That it is still the turn of the South. Now, why do I say Tinubu understands it? Tinubu in 2019 could have come out to say, I want to run. If Tinubu had ran, I mean, we all know Tinubu could have even defeated Buhari. Because Tinubu, to some extent, had the machinations, had the machineries. Even if he didn't win, they would have been a par. Maybe like, who were the candidates that ran in 2019? Was it Atiku? Atiku ran against who? He ran against Buhari. So Tinubu could have decided to run, and Tinubu would have won. Just the way he won in 2023, because Atiku and Buhari would have balkanized each other. They would have stole each other's vote. But what did Tinubu do? When his flyers were not flying around? Because at 2019, Tinubu, he was not in a good relationship with Buhari. Because we knew that immediately Buhari got in there, Tinubu was actually banned from Aso Villa. We know these things. We are all students of politics and history in this country. And I'm not, by the way, for some of my viewers who feel maybe I am not, please listen with an open mind. I don't think I have supported Tinubu here. Please. All right, so let's continue with the conversation. But we have to say it as it is. Yeah, because he stepped down. So many political juggernauts, so many people were ready to sponsor him in the South back then. I saw the flyers. But he said no. That time, Buhari was stuck. Who was going to be Buhari's campaign manager, campaign officer, or whatever the case is? It was still the same Tinubu. I said, don't worry, I will vote for you. It's still the turn. He said it clearly. He said it is still the turn of the North. And he did campaign, aggressively, assiduously. Eventually, we saw how Buhari flawed Atiku, and the story they say is in the past. And that is the man, the North, the likes of Galadima, the likes of Atiku, think that they will come out as a northerner and contest against, and he will not run campaign of bigotry. Are they kidding? That is the man that they think that he will not run that campaign of our southern sentiment and agenda. Oh, listen, earlier today I was in Ikeja with some of my friends, and we were discussing about the Nigeria economy, and some of them said that when Tinubu became the president, they all supported him. This is an Igbo guy. He said they supported him. That it was after 1 year the Igbos began to go against Tinubu. All right, because even he said that he voted for Tinubu because he believed that Tinubu was a southern project. Looking at the fact that Tinubu was the first governor that appointed a non-indigent into his government cabinet in 1999 to 2007. All right, that he supported him. However, that Tinubu now they are not supporting it. That they would rather not even support Tinubu. That they would rather go for Obi or just not even vote. But one thing that will make them vote for Tinubu is if Tinubu begin once again between now and 2027 begins to correct all his wrongs, maybe begin to rejig his ministerial appointment, whatever appointment he has made, SSA, whatever, maybe he starts distributing it to the southeast, begins to give some to the, as he has been doing, to the middle belt, and then he begins to push the agenda of restructuring that they will overwhelmingly. So listen, this North, you guys have been demystified. You guys have been demystified. So we know that we know you guys are. Una face no shine, una shoe no shoe. We don't see them, you don't cast, you don't boss. When you have a veil over your eyes and they tell you that I have a gift for you, guess what it is? A lot of things will be running through your heads. You might be thinking, is it a Lexus? Is it a Prado? Is it a Lamborghini? Oh, could it be ice cream? You'll be thinking of good things. But now Tinubu don't come out. We don't. So now who this northerners? This is who they are. So all that was needed to unveil the northerners was just a little bit of bigotry from the southern presidents. The reason why they are angry with Tinubu is because Tinubu's appointment, basically, because he has stopped their dollar racketeering business as well. Those are the reasons. So beyond that, nothing more. Believe me, you. Galadima, Indume, most of these guys, why do you think they're shouting? Let us say that Tinubu wants to now push, maybe he wants to even just, switch their brain, and Tinubu says, we will go for VAT derivation. We know what happened with the tax. Now, the price, North. Let me repeat it. Galadima, now the price. It is either Peter Obi or Tinubu. Forget Atiku. Atiku should go and sleep. Atiku, you don't expire, you be expired products. You be expired gala. Nobody go chop you. Anybody wey dey carry you for head go run belle. That's the point. When you begin to market Atiku, you're just joking with yourself. You're joking with your health. It's not healthy for the nation. We have not gotten to that stage where we're going to start talking about, let's forget about bigotry. You and who go forget that? We have not gotten to that stage. You start telling me, no, let's forget about region. Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. The same article that said in 2015 was everywhere shouting that it is still the turn of the North. Are you joking? Are you for real? The same Galadima who were behind Buhari back then, who were shouting it is still the turn of the North. The same Kwankwaso, they never stood out. They never said, no, let us allow Jonathan to complete 8 years. These were the same people who destroyed the political career of Jonathan. Somehow now they want to resuscitate it. They want to reawaken. They want to go and bring Jonathan because Jonathan, they see him as a soft target. My question to them is, why is Obi not a better candidate for the North. Because come to think of it, it was the North that gave us Tinubu. Yes. Come to think of it. But right now, we in the South are not saying that you gave us this evil. You will see the end of this evil as well. No. Because as of 2023, we were out there campaigning, crying, no, let Obi go, let Obi go. Tinubu used to be a good, used to be a good administrator, used to be a good, politician. But this man is old. People around him will manipulate him. Some are even campaigning that Tinubu might even go there and buy you. Shetima, God forbid. These were legit reasons. But the North didn't listen because of what they were going to eat. Now they are stopped, they are choked, strangulating, and now they are going to every stadium here and there, every studio, wailing, crying, telling us, well, Tinubu has priced and they will serve him what he asks for. My own reply to the North, to Galadima, to Babangida, who has called what's it called, Jonathan recently, that old man, we're not supposed the Chukuma for Nigerian politics again, Ibrahim Babangida. I don't know why he will not retire. These are the power brokers. These are the people that will say that power that be. These are the voice of Jacob and of Esau that you will see. They be claiming nationalists. These are people that they are protecting their interests. Okay? Why are you inviting? Why can't Ibrahim Babangida just openly say it the way Obasanjo said it? Obasanjo said something, I want Obi to go there. Why can't Ibrahim Babangida say, okay, if we accept it's still the turn of the South, let us, as Northerners, let us queue behind Peter Obi. After all, Tinubu has had his 4 years, and we're not impressed, but he has been the president, and it's going to be in the record forever, right? But instead, they are calling the weak man, the man for Utueke, the man who couldn't even fix the road that leads to his village, the man who left the presidency, and in less than 6 months, his house in Utueke was flooded. They said they should want to call him back because he has the magic touch, right? They know what they are doing. Why do you think they are avoiding Peter Obi like a plague? Because they know. Oh God, oh God. Well, if as far as they are not ready, make Tinubu continue. That's my take. Because if they will not come out and openly say that we are for Obi, and there's nothing like, oh, let us be patient. No. As at 2014, we already knew, as at 2013, in fact, as at 2013 towards 2015, we already knew that Buhari was going to be contested, and we already knew the powers, because as at then, the likes of Tinubu were already campaigning for Buhari. Period. They don't repackage and like bread. I'm telling you. So make we know what we do. This one now order for order. 2027, I think is going to be that moment that everything will actually bust out. If you're just joining, kindly like, subscribe, and share. Bye for now.
Saying this, even my greatest rival today met me with Yaradua. Atiku Abubakar met me with Yaradua. I was one of the youngest, brilliant strategists of Lake Shehu Yaradua. He was just out of custom that time. Ask him to go and read the civil service regulation. They asked him questions. How did you make money? He said, from selling cars. Can you, as a civil servant, involve in other trades and businesses? No. You have attracted disqualification. You don't deserve to compete with others. Drawn inspiration, I've said that. My political history is full of examples of long, abiding support for the North. No Ribadu was on our platform. I've supported Atiku Abubakar in 2007. Shakapan of the North. then don't blame me if I ask for the payback period. It's payback. Let him endorse me now. Instead of conducting rally around Kaduna, why I'm talking to great people here.